A new study just ranked the most popular rides at Disney World, and honestly, we're shocked. Some of the rides with the longest waits in the parks didn't even make the list, while a certain boat ride with a very memorable song somehow cracked the top 5. Well, we break down the entire list, including the obvious snubs, to help you stay one step ahead of everyone else in the parks. Up next. Welcome aboard, everyone. I'm Don B from Eat Sleep Disney, and researchers from a Finnish website recently crunched some numbers of every ride across all 4 Disney World parks, looking at data from Instagram, TripAdvisor, and Google Search to devise a Disney ride popularity index. And coming in at number 10, we have Rock and Roller Coaster. And honestly, this feels like perfect timing for the study. This ride's about to become a completely different experience when it gets rethemed to the Muppets next year. So maybe we're seeing some nostalgic searching happen here as people realize their time with Aerosmith is running out. As for the placement on the list at number 10, we think it's pretty fair for Rock and Roller Coaster. It is one of the most extreme and thrilling rides at Disney and one of 2 launch coasters going from 0 to 57 miles per hour in under 3 seconds, which definitely makes it Instagram worthy. The inversions, the soundtrack, and the whole VIP concert storyline, it's unique in the Disney catalog. But let's also be honest, this ride has been showing its age. The Aerosmith IP just doesn't resonate with younger Disney fans the way it did 25 years ago. The transition to the Muppets is probably going to give this new attraction new life, but for now, number 10 feels right. At number 9, we have the Jungle Cruise, and honestly, this placement makes total sense. This is pure classic Disney. Walt Disney himself was involved in designing this attraction for Disneyland, and it's been charming guests with terrible puns and animatronic animals since Magic Kingdom's opening. Updates in recent years has also helped this ride. Disney refreshed the storyline to remove some of the, let's say, outdated elements, while keeping all the cheesy humor that makes it special. Plus, let's be real, those skippers are comedy gold. And every ride experience is different depending on who's driving your boat. From an Instagram perspective, this ride is incredibly photogenic. Even though we've ridden this ride countless times, we always seem to take video and photos during every ride. After all, you've got the lush jungle theming, the classic boats, and plenty of opportunities for those adventure shots that look great on social media. Coming in at number 8 was Star Tours. And even though I'm a huge fan of Star Wars, and I actually really do like this ride, I was still a bit surprised that this made the list over some other rides. But there might be some recent developments that push this one over the line. The randomized experience factor is huge. You can ride this ride multiple times and get completely different adventures through the Star Wars universe. Plus, in April of 2024, Disney added new scenes featuring characters from recent Disney Plus shows like Ahsoka, Andor, and The Mandalorian, which probably helped some of that search volume as people were probably searching to find out what the scenes were and what they entailed. And while there have been advancements in this technology, the simulator technology for Star Tours still holds up pretty well. And it's a good ride with solid IP, but we're not exactly sure it's one of the best rides at Disney World. Coming in at number 7 is Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, and honestly, this feels absolutely perfect. This is the ideal family coaster. Thrilling enough for adults, but not too scary for kids. The wildest ride in the wilderness tagline is classic Disney marketing, and honestly, this ride delivers. The theming throughout the attraction is incredible. You're racing through a haunted mine operation in the desert, complete with falling rocks, explosions, and that iconic goat on the ledge. Now here's the thing, the ride is currently closed for major refurbishments until 2026, so that might also be driving up some of the nostalgia searching and social media posts. People miss what they can't have, but regardless, we think this is a perfect place on the list. The Haunted Mansion comes in at number 6, but honestly for us, we think this could be even higher. This is Disney Imagineering at its absolute finest. The blend of spooky and silly, the incredible audio animatronics, the stretching room, the ballroom scene, it's all perfection. What really drives this attraction's popularity is the incredible attention to detail throughout the entire experience. The interactive queue keeps you entertained even while waiting. The cast members too get involved here. Their spooky costumes and dramatic delivery of lines like, "Your time will come," add so much to the atmosphere. And who doesn't love hitchhiking ghosts or taking a photo in front of the Haunted Mansion? These iconic scenes have become part of Disney culture, everyone has their favorite ghost or moment that they could quote long after leaving the mansion. And honestly, the Haunted Mansion could crack our top 5. This is peak Disney storytelling. Coming in at number 5 was Expedition Everest, which honestly completely blindsided us. And here's something interesting though. This is the only ride on the entire list that has a perfect 5.0 TripAdvisor rating, which obviously tipped the scales to having this ride added to this top 10 list. Now, honestly, we were a bit surprised by this high placement and that perfect rating. Don't get me wrong, the attention to detail is incredible. You're walking through a detailed Nepalese village in the queue, climbing Mount Everest, and then going backwards through the certain sections, which definitely catches you off guard for that first time. It's a solid coaster with great storytelling. But top 5? That feels generous to us. While it's a good family ride, we're not sure it deserves to be ranked above some of the attractions that didn't even make the list. Let's be honest, the Disco Yeti at the end is sort of a letdown when it comes to Disney Imagineering. Cracking the top 5 and coming in at number 4 is another ride from the Star Wars universe, Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. Now this is where things get a bit interesting. From a pure attraction experience standpoint, this might be one of the most technically advanced rides Disney has ever created. You've got multiple ride systems, incredible immersion, full-size AT-ATs, it's mind-blowing. But here's the thing, this ride has been plagued with reliability issues since it opened. Again, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I think this ride is very well done. From the queue, the storyline, and it often has hour-plus waits. But the operational challenges have evolved over time, and many of the ride's interactive effects have been scaled back or changed. And let's be honest, sometimes you rope drop Hollywood studios and walk all the way back to Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, find out that the attraction has a delayed opening, which of course is extremely frustrating. That said, when you do get to ride Rise of the Resistance, it's still an incredible experience. The sheer scale and immersion makes you feel like you're actually in a Star Wars movie, and honestly, even if you're not a Star Wars fan, the storytelling and technology are impressive enough to blow you away. Now when it comes to number 3, we have to talk. As according to the data analysis, the third most popular ride in Disney World is It's a Small World. We completely did not see this coming. We know it's a classic Disney boat ride. Somehow it beat out Rise of the Resistance, and honestly, we're trying to wrap our heads around it. Of course, it has the famous song, and the attraction has incredible multi-generational appeal. Grandparents rode it, parents rode it, kids are now riding it. It's a Disney attraction that literally everyone has experienced, and that nostalgic factor is powerful. From a social media perspective, we get it. The colorful scenes, the iconic facade, and the fact that it's been a Disney staple for decades, it's incredibly photogenic and shareable. But the third best ride at Disney World? That just feels wild for us modern Disney audiences. On the other hand, Space Mountain at number 2, now this makes perfect sense. This attraction has the highest monthly search volume on the entire list, and we totally understand why. This is a ride that defined Disney coasters for generations. The complete darkness makes every single ride unique. You can't see the drops coming. You can't anticipate the turns. It's pure adrenaline every time. And despite being nearly 50 years old, it still feels futuristic and exciting. Plus, let's be honest, Space Mountain is an icon. That distinctive white dome is instantly recognizable, and it's been featured in countless movies, TV shows, social media posts. And arguably, we wouldn't have been surprised if Space Mountain came in at number 1. Now we know you're racking your head to figure out what the number 1 most popular ride at Disney World is according to the internet, but you probably aren't going to guess right. Coming in at number 1 is a Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. This has the highest Instagram hashtag count on the entire list. And honestly, it's one of Heidi's favorite rides across all 4 theme parks, so we can't necessarily argue with this choice. Let's be honest, the attraction is perfect. The theming is incredible from the moment you walk up to that creepy hotel facade. The pre-show with Rod Serling, the library scene, the boiler room, it's all building this incredible atmosphere before you even get to the drops. And those drops, the ride system actually pulls you down faster than gravity, creating this incredible sensation of weightlessness and terror. Each ride sequence is randomized, so you never know exactly when you're going to drop. From a social media standpoint, the hotel facade is absolutely iconic and incredibly photogenic. The whole experience is so unique and memorable that of course people want to share it. There's a lot to absorb there, and of course we want to hear your reactions down in the comments below. But let's talk about the elephant in the room, or in this case, some elephants in the room. some of the rides with the longest wait times at Disney World didn't even make this list. Here's what we think is happening. The study seems to be favoring older, established attractions that have decades to build up search volume and Instagram presence. After all, Space Mountain has been around for 50 years, whereas more popular rides with longer wait times, like the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train ride, has only been around about 10. Plus, newer rides have some name recognition issues. People know they want to ride that new coaster at Magic Kingdom, but might not search Tron Light Cycle Run specifically. And those classic attractions have that nostalgic, multi-generational appeal that newer rides haven't achieved yet. For instance, the ride that typically has one of the longest queues at Magic Kingdom is the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train ride. Typically sees 90+ minute waits. The single pass lightning lane for this ride often sells out, and it's the attraction that families with kids rush to at rope drop. The swaying mine cars and smooth family coaster experience make it perfect for all ages, so it definitely should have been a contender for this list. Arguably the best ride Disney has built in decades, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind only opened in 2022, so it hasn't built up search history yet. This reverse launch coaster, with its incredible soundtrack and smooth ride system, is already being called one of the best attractions Disney has ever created. Give it a few more years and you redo this study, we guarantee this cracks the top 5. Arguably our favorite ride at Disney World, which consistently has 2-hour+ waits, is Avatar Flight of Passage at Animal Kingdom. But maybe the Avatar IP isn't driving the social media and search engagement you'd expect. But let's be honest, the flying simulator experience is incredible. You literally feel like you're soaring through Pandora on a Banshee. The ride opened in 2017, so it's had time to build popularity. But again, maybe that Avatar franchise just doesn't have the nostalgic, shareable factor. While of course you could debate several other rides and attractions, another incredibly popular one at Epcot, Frozen Ever After, didn't crack the top 10. Now it is possible that people might be searching for the Frozen ride rather than its official name, but kids absolutely love this boat ride through Arendelle, and the Frozen IP is huge with younger guests. However, the fact that it replaced a beloved Norway Pavilion attraction probably hurts its initial reception, but we don't think families really care about that controversy. After all, that ride usually has 60 to 90 minute waits. But maybe wait time doesn't equal popularity. Maybe it just reflects capacity issues or operational problems. But regardless of the reasons, no one likes waiting in long lines at Disney World. So if you want to skip those crazy long lines, tap or click on our Disney early entry strategy video right here on YouTube. In that video, we show you exactly how to use early theme park entry to get on the most popular attractions before the crowds hit. That way you can stay one step ahead of everyone else in the parks.